Now, if you went to sleep, you're wrong. And you're an NBA fan and you care about the trade deadline and you went to sleep, you're fucking wrong, man. What a fucking night, man. 12 o'clock, 12:30, around that time. I see Woj and Shams notifications. I'm like, all right, something fucking happened. It's especially this late. The trade deadline definitely started, especially it picked up today. This is when the most moves are possibly going to happen. Now, we already had Kyrie get traded to the Mavs, but the unexpected happened, especially at this time. KD is going to the Suns. What a fucking move. 4 first-round picks, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, Gay Crowder. Everybody's involved in this trade. The Suns get back Kevin Durant and TJ Warren. So it's a pretty decent move. But the Suns now this is not KD, Harden, Kyrie. This is not a selfish big three. This is a very unselfish big three with Chris Paul at the helm, Devin Booker, who's a bucket. Then you add Kevin Durant into this, who's the most efficient scorer possibly ever, a certified bucket, one of the best buckets of all time. Kevin Durant, Durantula, whatever, all the names he goes by. This is a huge move for the Suns, especially with the NBA in the West being so wide open. No clear-cut favorite. Denver's looking good. The Warriors are banged up. The margin of error is right there. There's so many teams, the deadline was going to help one of these teams in the West become that favorite. And I think, with the Suns making this move, goddamn, I think they're the favorite. But, there comes some questions with their bench and their depth. They got to make some moves. They got to get some buyout market guys. They got to pick up some guys, try to make some moves, like how Brooklyn did the year before when they had some older guys. They picked up LaMarcus Aldridge. They picked up some vets. You need to make some of those moves because right now your bench is looking not that hot. You traded away Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, which are 2 pivotal players on your team right now. They're just out the door. 2 3-and-D guys, 2 guys that can play defense. Mikal Bridges, defensive player of the year candidate every year, it seems like. So you trade away those kind of guys. It just makes you think what's going to happen to your team. You got Torrey Craig, he's a defender or whatever, but you don't have no guys like that, Mikal Bridges, anymore. You don't have guys like that, especially young. So now you're going to have to go out and try to make some moves, try to make some calls, make calls right now, but you got Kevin Durant, you got Devin Booker, you got Chris Paul, and you got DeAndre Ayton. Those 4 guys, that could be enough. But just to get it done for sure, you need to get some more guys depth, and you need to get some more guys on the bench. This is a huge move for the Suns. Chris Paul, the leadership they have, that's what Kevin Durant needs to play with. A guy like Chris Paul who has the leadership, who can be a leader for this team. And Devin Booker, another guy that's going to get you a bucket unselfishly too. These guys don't fight for the ball. They were going to be able to pass the ball. It's going to be a little like Golden State, how they were able to pass the ball. And it looks so effortless. It looks so great, but they're going to need to get some help on the bench and help with depth issues. So it's going to be interesting to see though. I really like this move. Monty Williams is the coach, so I really trust what's going to happen with this Suns team. It's going to look good. Once KD comes back, the West is in fucking trouble. And this is just what I didn't expect Brooklyn to make this move because looking at it like, Brooklyn, you had meetings with Kevin Durant about the future. You're possibly thinking about making moves for Siakam. So I'm thinking, all right, that's where your head is. You're going to try to get another star with Kevin Durant. But then, right now, right before the deadline kicks off, it's just, let's trade him to the Suns, the place he wanted to go. So that shows you, they had a pretty good relationship. They traded Kyrie somewhere where he didn't possibly want to be his favorite destination. So they didn't send him to the Lakers, but they sent Kevin Durant to his favorite spot, the Suns, which we knew that's the favorite spot for him. Miami was another option, but Phoenix Suns was his number 1 option. So I'm excited to see them all play on the court at the same time. Chris Paul, yeah. It possibly means Chris Paul will get his first ring. So I'm excited for him for that. But this playoffs is going to be so fucking interesting. Imagine if the Dallas Mavericks see the Suns in a possible playoff matchup. Kyrie and Luka versus Chris Paul, Kevin Durant, Booker, DeAndre Ayton. Oof. It's going to be primetime basketball, primetime TV. I can't wait to see it. Some interviews, some guys, but that shit is getting low. Like some of these coaches are dropping out. Some of the I think it's down to 2 people now because Brian Flores is
go find him a black coach. Go ahead.